Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our NCP Wi-Fi Season 4 Week 10 battle against SW087, or I guess as a lot of you know him, Seth, and his Kentucky Keldeo. Seth is a really good player. He took over Feint attacks in this league, so huge shout out to him for that, and he's been killing it with this team, and it's honestly a pretty suboptimal team, but he's been using it very well. Been playing his ass off, and he also makes really good content. He's got the smoothest ASMR voice in all the land, so if you want to go check him out, I'd really appreciate it. Drop a like on his video, drop a comment and support, go shoot him a sub, something like that, as well as all the other coaches in the description. All of them make great content, and we have our work cut out for us this week. Now, last week we did play Jesse 504 and we did win, so I believe we are 7-2 right now, so we are clinched for playoffs for sure. I'd love to go 8-2 though. Looks a lot prettier than 7-3. Both records I'm very happy with, but regardless, I would like to pull out the dub. I don't think that Seth can make playoffs at this point, unfortunately, just because the team he took over didn't have the most the best record in the world, but we definitely got our work cut out for us. I know he's definitely going to go hard in this matchup just because it is his last game of the season and stuff like that. So with that being said, we are going to do a quick little team builder so you can see what we're bringing, why we're bringing it. I do always have a timestamp earlier in the video as well as in the description below on when the battle starts, so if you want to jump ahead to that, go ahead and do so for sure. But for those of you who want to see what we're bringing, EVs and items and movesets and all that stuff prior to the battle, go ahead and stick around. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Our team at the top of the screen, as you can see, consists of Latios, Excadrill, Scolipede, Jellicent, Sylveon, Moltres, Gigalith, Scrafty, Tangela, Xurkitree, and Stoutland, while our opponent's team consists of Landorus-Therian, Tapu Lele, Registeel, Suicune, Regieleki, Dragalge, Kartana, Darmanitan, Obstagoon, Cryogonal, and Shelmet. Biggest starts off rip. Lando T terrifies me because I don't like Tangela's matchup in the slightest. I think it gets taken advantage of by way too much, and I don't really see myself really being able to bring it. The only thing it really offensively checks is something like a Landorus, which with a little bit of chip we don't, and with a knockoff we definitely don't do as well. We semi-check like a Scarf Kartana, but if it's actually like an SD cart, it beats us 1v1 like 100% of the time, so that's also very scary. Obstagoon can always just knock me off, and then all the special offense and things like Darmanitan kind of pushed off. So I'm not bringing Tangela, which means that our Landorus checks are few and far in between. Suicune can be incredibly annoying. Like a sub CM set actually goes really crazy versus us, provided we don't have Jellicent. Now, because we have Jellicent, I'm personally not expecting a sub CM set, though we do have to be careful around if it comes. I'm expecting maybe like a sub Toxic set. I think sub Toxic Skull Protect goes absolutely nuts versus us. It could be really annoying. Other than that, Lele, I don't have great switch-ins to Lele. My steel type isn't the most sturdy thing in the world, so psychics are incredibly free versus me. Obstagoon just clicks knockoff and facade. Kartana can get out of hand really quick if we do end up losing our Moltres, so it's honestly a pretty scary matchup, to be completely honest, but we're gonna do our best to nab the dub and go 8-2 on the season. So as you can see, first one on your screen is gonna be our Latios rocking out with a Life Orb, Levitate as its ability, Psyshock, Aura Sphere, Recover, and Shadow Ball. EVs wise, we got 28 HP, 228 special attack, and 252 speed with a timid nature. Now we have enough speed for Kartana. We have a Life Orb number in our HP, and then just the rest of our our EVs are expected to our special attack. This Pokemon's a great breaker this game. Psyshock hits everything ridiculously hard. Shadow Ball is there for the Lele, which can resist it, and then Aura Sphere hits everything that Psyshock and Shadow Ball don't, basically. Being the Obstagoon, being the Kartana, and things like that, we can kind of blow ass backwards with that, and it's also good coverage to Registeel. Registeel is a bit annoying. It's definitely not going to get to a KO, especially if it's Spadef, but if we can pepper it, chip it down, eventually we will put it in Aura Sphere range, which is always nice to have and stuff like that, so definitely can't complain too much. Next up, we have our Excadrill rocking out with the leftovers Sand Rush as its ability, Earthquake, Iron Head, Sword Dance, and Magnet Rise. EVs wise, we got 60 HP, 204 attack, 4 defense, 44 Spadef, and 196 speed with an Adamant nature. This Pokemon is for sure a win con. I think this Pokemon does really well. The only thing that really stops Excadrill is obviously the Landorus, and that's why we are Magnet Rise. Now, if he isn't carrying any like fighting coverage like Superpower, Hammer Arm, etc. like that, and Sand is up, we can always Magnet Rise and actually use that Landorus that would check us phenomenally otherwise as setup fodder, and then get up to potentially like a +3 in attack and really rip through. We do have to chip things like the Suicune down pretty considerably, but other than that, a +3 Excadrill kind of just kills everything on Seth's team, so that's obviously going to be the main end goal with Big Driller here. EVs wise, we have enough speed for Scarf Kartana in the sand. We live 2 Life Orb Side Shocks after lefties from the, the Tabu Lele. We live 2 Life Orb Side Shocks after Rocks and lefties. Psychics after Rocks and lefties from Lele as well. And then we threw the rest in attack just to do as much damage as humanly possible while still being able to at least kind of pivot in on a Tapu Lele. Next up, we have our Moltres rocking out with the heavy duty booties. Flame Body has its ability. I almost said Pressure. We are for sure Flame Body this week. Flamethrower, Hurricane, Roost, and U-Turn. EVs has got max HP, 6 defense, 92 special attack, 44 speed def, and 44 speed with a Calm Nature. This is going to be our main Kartana check. We are able to really take hits from that thing super well, and honestly our dual stabs are pretty good in this game. Flying plus fire is always really solid in most matchups, especially when you don't play something like a rock, and there are no rock types on SS team, so that's obviously really solid for us. EVs wise, we get enough speed for 28 speed Landorus in case he wants to go really fat Lando and just like account for creeps. We live 2 Suicune Scalds very easily. We live a +3 Life Orb Psycho Cut from Cart, just in case that is like, its way of hitting and pushing past me if it can. And then we have the rest of our EVs and our special attack just to do a little bit more damage overall, because like I said, it's pretty solid this matchup, offensively actually as well. Next up, we have our Jellicent rocking out with a pretty cool set. We have Leftovers and Water Absorb as our ability. Scald, Shadow Ball, Trick Room, and Recover. EV's always got 140 HP, 100 defense, max special attack, and 12 speed def with a quiet nature. 0 IVs in our speed. This is actually a pretty fun win con. I really like this set a lot. If we can chip down things like Obstagoon, if we can chip down things like Suicune, if it's not a sub-toxic set, this Pokemon, and maybe Dragalge, this Pokemon on its own actually can kind of just win the game. Now, we aren't super defensive, which is kind of the reason why I'm extra scared of Landorus, because we don't really take 2 hits from it as well. There really isn't a lot we actually take great hit from. Same thing with Darmanitan. If Darm comes, we're actually very darn weak on this team. So we're going to have to be careful, but I really do think that if we can chip things down with Drill, we can break with Lottie, we can set up a Trick Room in the end game, and even though we're lefties and we're not like a Life Orb set or anything like that, we can actually kind of push through this team pretty well. With chip on that Obstagoon, with chip on that Registeel and that Suicune, we can actually be in a pretty solid spot nonetheless. And then we still do have defensive utility overall. We do stop like a mono Scald Calm Mind Suicune. It just isn't going to beat us other than PB stalling us, and we can kind of pivot around and deal with it that way. But again, I don't really think he's going to be sub Calm Mind. I really do expect a sub Toxic set. But yeah, that's going to be Jellicent. Oh, EVs wise, I should probably talk about the EVs. EVs wise, we have min speed, obviously. We have our max special attack to do as much damage as possible. We leave 2 Darm Flare Blitzes before Rocks, and then we have 12 left over that we just threw into our speed def, just sponge those a little bit better. Next up, we have our Sylveon rocking out with Leftovers. Pixelate as its ability. Mystical Fire, Hyper Voice, Wish, and Protect. EVs wise, we got 244 HP, 188 defense, it's 20 special attack, 28 special defense, and then 28 speed with a bold nature. This Pokemon is going to mainly function as an Obstagoon pivot. It's going to function as a soft check to things like Landorus. It really is just kind of a sponge mon to kind of pass wishes to things like our Gigalith and things like that. We also this is going to be our main Lele switching. Now, we are physically defensive, even though we are Lele switching just in case he is Psyshock. With this spread, we live 2 Lele Psyshocks after lefties, and we still live 2 Psychics after Rocks and lefties as well. We have speed for creeps, and then we threw the rest in our special attack. It's here to sponge Lele hits. It's here to pass wishes, and actually be pretty annoying. If we can pass wishes into our Moltres on the Kartana that wants to take advantage of us, or if we want to, pass wishes into our Jellicent if it gets a little bit chipped and we want to set up Trick Room again later. Things like that. It's actually really solid in this matchup for that particular reason. Then lastly, we have our Gigalith rocking out with the Smooth Rock. Sandstream is its ability, Stone Edge, Body Press, Stealth Rock, and Toxic. EV size, we got 212 HP, 236 defense, and 60 speed def with an impish nature. This Pokemon is here to set the sand. It's here to soft check things like Darm, and pretty much get up out of there. EVs wise, we live any 2 Lele hits, and then we threw the rest into our, we live 2 Lele Psychics, and then we threw the rest into our defense, just to take things like Darm a little bit better. This is going to be our main Obstagoon pivot, unfortunately, as well, which is really scary. And yeah, honestly, the Rock plus the body coverage, coverage against this team is really good. We have Toxic for things like Suicune, for things like Landorus, and then we have obviously Rocks to get those up. So things like Darmanitan can come in and out for free all the time, and just other mons on this team, just chipping them down in range of Excadrill, in range of Jellicent, Latios, stuff like that. But yeah, that's gonna be the team. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the battle. All right, guys, here we are with the battle. Let's see what Mr. Seth decided to bring. All the scary shit. Okay, cool. Lando, Obstagoon. I have no switch into Obstagoon. Though I'll be honest, I don't think there's much I could have done otherwise to change that. We'll see. Now, if I can chip Suicune, I can chip Dragalge, and Goon just kind of wears itself down between Sand and Flame Orb. I can actually win with my Trick Room Leftover Shells, which is pretty funny. Lele, as whack of a set as it is. Suicune, Heart, and Dragalge. Now, off rip, what do I want to lead? What is my safest lead? I don't really have a super safe lead. I'll be honest. I think I am going to lead Latios. I can at least bluff Scar on like literally everything, because I actually do have potentially covered literally anything. So I think it's a fair enough assumption on my end that he is going to scout for, you know, Ice Beam if he goes into Landorus, scout for the Ore Sphere if he goes into his Obstagoon first. Like that, maybe he'll protect to or obstruct in order to like guarantee his Flame Orb if he is Flame Orb. But good luck on Seth. Hopefully we can have a dub. Top soil is going to be Suicune. It's not awful. We can throw off a pretty free Life Orb Side Shock at this point. It's gonna exert pressure. Just keep Suicune. How much it takes? Now we're Side Shock. A good amount in all honesty. We should be able to 1v1 this thing. Offensive Goon is actually a very, very big issue to us, so we have to be careful about that as well. So we're gonna Side Shock. That is like max. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Okay. Now I figured that it wouldn't be Calm Mind, so that's actually good to know. We're gonna see left pop. Now, if anything had to be toxic on this team, this being toxic isn't the biggest deal in the world. I wish that I had Thunderbolt on this now, but again, not the biggest deal in the world. Do I really have any pivots in this thing? I don't. I have to stay in and click Side Shock, unfortunately. And I also don't have any clerical support. So, this is going to be a bitch. So we're going to be able to Side Shock again, which is dope. I will take any and all chip on this thing. Again, this helps me set up for a Jellicent endgame. Toxic. I don't have a switch in, my friend. I'm not letting myself get toxic for no reason. That is my only Lele check. And I don't have Heal Bell this week, so we gotta be careful. Now I want to recover here. See if he clicks Protect. Yeah, awesome. Very nice. We'll be able to throw off a free Side Shock again next. And again, this is pretty scary. But we'll see what we can do. Let me make sure. And yeah, we're gonna start really right now. Part of me really wants to throw off an Ore Sphere or a Shadow Ball. Yeah, I think the Lele is gonna come in, or do I think another middle ground play is gonna come in? What does he have in the back? I'm gonna go for a Shadow Ball. Now he's gonna stay in? Okay. Actually, just before the Side Shock. Wow. Okay. Ice Beam's gonna pop, so he's Toxic, Protect, Ice Beam, probably Scald. Okay, this is great chip. Now, our Latios is essentially dead. I know this. I'm gonna click Ore Sphere, cover a really, really aggressive play. I think he should Protect. He could try and be super aggressive and call us Recovering and Ice Beam. Which would be best case scenario for me. I think he should Protect. It's definitely his safest play. But I'll take the Suicune if I can, or I'll take an Obstagoon. Either one. I think we've deterred him enough to go in from going into his Lele, clicking Shadow Ball there pretty freely. We are Life Orb, so he doesn't want to go into Landorus Ore Sphere. Okay, so he is gonna try and call us. Yeah, he's gonna call us and try and do it. So maybe Lottie will pick up the KO here. It does not. We essentially put him in range of everything else. I'm assuming Ice Beam is what he clicked here. Ice Beam. Okay, cool. Dope. take it. I'll take it. Now. I don't have a lot of speed on anything other than drill, so I feel like I need to go drill. And I need to double into Jellison. I think he should keep this. I really think he should keep this. I'm gonna double into I'm doubling the Jelly. I think he should keep this and go with free Lando. So we're gonna switch. Again, this doesn't mean that he guaranteed to stay in. Oh, okay, he did. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with just throwing it away. But it's their own. Now I need to go drill. I can't let this get toxic. So we're gonna switch out. Go back into drill. And move forward. Even to max phys def, we should do a lot. We are adamant drill. Checked. Fine. We do 29 to 35. A max phys def. So even after another protect turn, we should be fine. Okay, cool. So he is gonna give us the awesome. Down it goes. So Joe's gonna pick up a KO. Very, very annoying Pokemon out of the way immediately. I'll definitely take that. For sure take that. And, yeah. Billy the Landorus? Billy the Goon. This is a fucking issue. I think I have to go into my Fizz Def, Mr. Man here. Now I'm expecting a close combat, but, what do I do about that, you know? What do I do about that? So we're gonna have to be careful about this thing, dude. I genuinely don't know what I do to switch into this. We'll see. Knockoff is probably the safest play. Iron Tail. Okay. Flame Orb? No Flame Orb. This thing's Scarf then, probably. That makes it a lot easier to play around, I won't lie to you. Okay. So, I'm gonna get up rocks here. I feel as if rocks are very important. And I'm not personally too afraid of rocks with my build that I've brought. And rocks plus sand is gonna be really paramount in chipping things down. So he's gonna withdraw Billy. Go out into big Lando T money. As we are gonna get up our rocks. We are gonna get up our rocks. Now, obviously I do want to keep my Gigalith around. I think it's very important. It gives me a normal resist. I expect knockoff of rocks here, personally. Then maybe I shouldn't have gone Galaxy if I'm expecting knockoff, I guess. I just really don't want to give up my Moltres. I think Moltres is way too important to give up for that Kartana. We're pretty free stuff on our Jelly, too. So I'm really hoping knockoff doesn't come out. Really hoping knockoff doesn't come out here. Earthquake, okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. 193 down to how much? 193 down to 72. Are you banded, Landorus? $193 down to 72. No, that's just Max Jolly. I threw then. I didn't think that would do that much. I guess I am a more offensive Jellison, so I guess that's just me mega throwing. I'm gonna trick room. I Can't switch into my Moltres. So down we go. That's super bad. I think that just like loses us the fucking game. That was an awful play by me. That was a genuinely doo-doo play by me. I can't go into Moltres. I die. I need to show off this set like now, I guess. I don't know what else I do. Yeah, I'm fucking boned, dude. Maybe that's what I get for bringing in a more offensive jelly. I'm gonna Magnet Rise. Yeah, that sucks. And this is like screaming it too. So if he's smart, man, lose. I don't. That's the game. GG. GG to Seth. It was definitely a fun one. I don't have a way of winning now. Yeah, we just got washed. Awful play by me. Awful fucking play by me. Genuinely garbage. Yeah, we got washed. Fuck. Okay. Hurricane Confusion, I guess. I don't... Fuck. Type it. We get a Hurricane. Hope for a Confusion. Living a prayer. Just gonna withdraw, yeah. That was fucking awful. I'm super frustrated. Fuck! So we're gonna hopefully get Hurricane Chip off. I mean, even if I think we can kill this time. Hammer on Landorus, right? Hammer on Landorus. We're gonna get a lot of chip off. I guess it's chip by Sandstorm first, so we know that we're faster. I mean, it's faster. Maybe I should have gone hard Gigalith, but I also need this in one push. I just do Scarf Double Edge if I don't. That's it. Sometimes you have shitty games. Today was a shitty game. It's awful. I don't really have an excuse for it. I just played like shit. I'm gonna get 6-0 because of it. Or 5-0 because of it. Shock. Your life orb or specs? I don't take this. Ooh, your specs. Dog. Okay. Mega over. Unless Ultras can keep roll squad. I mean, I'll protect. Why not? Try and get this thing killed itself to its own sand. Solid strain. Close. Our sandstorm's gonna end, so I guess we don't get fresh sandstorm. Fire. Alright, I was gonna say Hyper Voice. Spiritual sack off Gigalith first. Yeah, Mega Throw. I'm super fucking annoyed. I know this commentary sucks. But I don't have anything else to say really. I played awful. I built a shitty team, and I'm paying for it. That's it. That's the tweet. Now we just go Stone Edge, I suppose. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one to upload. Stone Edge. And hopefully we can pick up a KO. I'd like one more kill. If not, so be it. That's what we get. I guess playing the way we did. He's gonna withdraw. Sure. Give me a crit. Give me a crit. Or miss. Okay. I can try and switch around. Hope he misses Stone Edge. Is there...
Not an end game. You can cook Stone Edge for free here. Just miss 2 of them. Just miss 2 of them. Needs to miss 2 of them for us to get better diff. Yeah. There's 1. There's 1. Give me another one. Give me another one. Alright, fuck it. Oh, we lose. GG Seth, we played like garbage, you played better than us. I'm just gonna end it here. There's no real commentary to be said from here. I'm just gonna sit on my giggle to die. So, thanks for watching. Later.